I'm a passenger. Greetings everyone and welcome. After one hell of a hiatus to another amazing shoe review. Today we have Maison Margiela German army trainers, which were inspired by German army trainers. I own this thing for more than 3 years already, and if you're looking for a simple white sneaker which is extremely well built and you want to flex on your friends by saying that you're an artisanal connoisseur who likes to buy something more intricate rather than some common projects or Air Force One, then this shoe is perfect for you. I personally find it to be comfortable. It has a special elastic band inside, you can see it right here, I'll show it later, which helps you to basically even wear them without laces. Laces are mostly decorative, I would say in this case. They just help you to kind of tighten your shoe around to make it feel much tenser on your legs, so like, it fits! And fuck. I don't need this box. As you can see by amount of dirt and wear on the shoes, you can tell that I wore them for a long time, and I personally can tell you that this is a very durable shoe for what is it going for. Of course, it was inspired by German army training, you fucking retard. But generally I can say that this shoe, if you get it for like on sale or something, this shoe is definitely worth it. I personally love it. It's very... It's the most versatile shoe you can possibly think. This is a fucking white sneaker. What the fuck do you want with it? People who are watching this review, like, have you never owned a fucking white sneaker before? What the fuck are you doing here? Like, oh yeah, let me see a fucking white sneaker review which I never fucking saw in my fucking life. Anyway, now let's go back to our review. After the collapse of the Berlin Wall, Maison Margiela, seeing an abundance of German army trainers in Milsurp stores, decided to take some and sell. Originally, those were actual German army trainers, but later Margiela's house started producing their own. They are now a fashion classic, which every weirdo desires. They come in various colorways, and new ones are being added each season. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive deep. Damn bitch, you live like this? Ah! Is my room like some kind of a fucking magical place for all the fucking fashion artists to fucking hang out in, or what? Yeah, what the fuck? You expect me to pay fucking 400 euro for shoes without a logo type? Look, Margiela was always about reconstructing and deconstructing mundane clothing into making it more interesting. So it was always about taking something everyday and making it luxury, making it more unique in one way or another. Then how do other people know that I'm wearing a Margiela shoe if it has no logo type? Like, I never saw this design, I only browse Hypebeast and High Snobity. Oh yeah, by the way, Margiela has a fucking logo and it's a fucking micro stitch. It's called Force. Then why don't you just go buy a normal German army trainer, you weirdo? The reason why you would pay so much money for it, because this is a shoe full of history. This shoe was inspired by the German army trainer, which was used by the Bundeswehr back in the Cold War and back in the end of the Cold War, when there was this giant political tension between Soviet Union and the capitalist bloc in the West, and this shoe is just a piece of history perfectly reconstructed for everyday use using luxury materials. And what about the designer's webpage? Where can I, for example, search for some new Margiela pieces, huh? Well, Martin Margiela doesn't have any social media account. He wasn't active on the internet or any shape or form, even the interviews for the past 20 or even more years. Wait. You say that Margiela doesn't have Instagram? We shall look at three main criteria: quality, design, and comfort. Quality and comfort are self-explanatory. With design, I'll try to provide my most unbiased opinion. Quality. This sneaker is built to last. Extremely good leather, extremely good suede. Everything well crafted. Stitching is on point and durability is too. In these 3 years of me owning this shoe, only issue which occurred is a small hole from the inside, which can be patched easily by any cobbler. From external perspective, shoes only got dirtier and sole got eroded with time. I personally don't want to clean them, as I like the beat look of a shoe. This sneaker is certainly worth it. 5 out of 5. Comfort. This sneaker is quite comfortable. I would even say very comfortable. The insole might not be the softest, but it's definitely nice to walk around with. Elastic bands from the inside help the shoe to stay firmly around the foot, even if you loosely tie your laces. Shoe is made out of soft materials, which are not only nice to the touch, but also are flexible, which helps the shoe to fit perfectly with any feet. An amazing shoe in this regard too. Design. This may be a controversial one, as we can look at this shoe's design from two perspectives. Shoe as it is, and shoe taking into consideration its classic status and history. From the first perspective, this shoe is as it is. It's quite bland with extremely few visual characteristics. They would be 1.5 or 2 out of 5 in this regard. But I think the second perspective is much more important, the one of history and the shoe's status. This shoe was designed with utility in mind as a shoe of a defender of a state, its practical implications, that all the stitching is done with a purpose and all paneling has reasoning, and the fact that this shoe is a living piece of history, which are all able to experience, puts design on also 5 out of 5. In conclusion, Maison Margiela German Army Trainer is a classic in its purest form. This shoe stood the test of time and will live on as a staple of a white sneaker. Shoes retail may vary from variation and colorway, but for the basic version I would say €150 would be a good deal. €200 is alright, but paying €360 for me is still unreasonable. I think that's about it. Have a nice one.